Jim Carrey's home gets another price cut. And baby boomers, they have all the power. I'm Jeffrey St. Arromand with Sirhan.
And the Tricia Lee Team, also cast members of Owning Manhattan. I'll see you during the countdown, but for now,
let's get to the point. Kicking off the list at number 5, Jim Carrey's Los Angeles home has just taken another punch in the gut. The Hollywood funny man isn't really joking about having to slash the price of his property for the 5th time now. It's now seeking $19.75 million, and that's down from its original $28.9 million price point. So, what's holding buyers back? Many believe LA's new mansion tax, a 5.5% levy on homes over $10 million, that might be the reason. Now, the estate is located in the plush Brentwood neighborhood. It's packed with all the bells and whistles you'd expect from a Hollywood star. Now, it's got 5 bedrooms, 6 full baths, and 3 half baths. Now, Carrey, he isn't alone. LA saw a 68% nosedive on luxury home sales after the mansion tax kicked in 2023. Now, this may be an opportunity to get a deal.
And speaking of a deal, we're coming to you from 965 St. John's Place in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. This meticulously renovated landmark 2-family spans over 3,000 square feet, 70 deep, with all of the most high-end finishes and updates.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey St. Arromand, and let's get straight to the point. Now, if you're in real estate, you know every call matters. That's why I'm excited to introduce Sign More. They provide 24/7 live answering service so you never miss an opportunity. With their team of professional receptionists, you get all the benefits of a full-time team without the cost. They handle your calls, qualify leads, and schedule appointments while you focus on what you do best. It's like having a personalized assistant around the clock. So for a special offer, visit signmore.com/Jeffrey to get 30% off your first 3 months on Sign More's best value plan. So what are you doing? Go on to Sign More and sign up now. So coming at number 4, home buyers seek out value in high-demand metros like the Midwest and Northeast of the U.S., where homes sold the fastest and got the most listing views. They've dominated this year's list of hottest zip codes, and that's according to Realtor.com. Now, the top 2 hottest markets were both in the Midwest, with Ghana, Ohio, which I've never heard of, a suburb of Columbus, taking the top spot for the 2nd year in a row, followed by Baldwin, Missouri, a suburb of St. Louis. The 2 Northeast cities in the top 5 are Basking Ridge, New Jersey, and we've all heard of Rochester, New York. Now, the biggest challenge for buyers in this market is limited inventory. And at number 3, because home buyers hoping for a flood of homes to hit the market from aging baby boomers, they might be disappointed by the results of a new survey. Among boomers who own homes, 54% say they never plan to sell the house that they live in. Now, in the age range of 60 to 78, boomers account for 21% of the U.S. population, yet they own 38% of the country's homes, and that's according to Freddie Mac. But most boomers have no interest in downsizing as they age. Half of the boomers who have owned a home, they said that they bought their first home now for $75,000 or less, while almost 2/3, 64%, paid less than $100,000. So clearly, we were born at the wrong time. So now let's get back to Tricia with a reality check of homes currently on the market.
This oversized island has 1 slab that makes up the countertop of Calcutta marble, dual sink, a 6-burner decor stove with a built-in air fryer and dehydrator. All Bosch appliances throughout. So let me show you my favorite Bosch appliance. You want to get your morning started right? You need your own custom built-in coffee station.
At number 2, Tricia, some millionaires that can afford homes like 695 St. John's Place are simply choosing not to. Now, for most Americans, it's finances that keep them from purchasing, property. But among the extremely wealthy, for whom money is hardly an objective, there's a growing trend, which I can't believe, a growing preference towards renting instead of buying. Now, in the last 4 years, the number of households making more than $750,000 and still choosing to rent went up to 10.5% compared to 8% like 5 years ago. And that's based on census data. As for why millionaires are choosing to forego buying, I don't know. Reasons range from high interest rates to dislike of, available inventory, to not wanting to deal with the responsibility of maintenance of a home. This to me is a classic case of basically just throwing money out the window. Taking a number one spot this week, the Fed cut interest rates for the first time in years by 0.5 percentage point. Now, we all know that happened last week in a move that many, including myself, predict will boost confidence and activity across the property market as a whole. Now, anticipation of the Fed rate cut has been very high among real estate agents in the real estate community as a whole. Although, to be clear, mortgage rates are not directly tied to Fed cuts. That's the 10-year Treasury. Now, in my opinion, the cut, however, will absolutely be a catalyst for greater movement in our market. There's no question about that, which should lead to greater transaction volume and hopefully potentially push pricing because of the increased level of demand. Now, speaking of greater demand, let's go back to our own Tricia Lee inside 965 St. John's Place.
Now for this house, you're probably going to have to pay a little bit more than the boomers paid, but that's because 965 St. John's Place is a landmark 2-family, which means you have rental income below that offsets your mortgage by over $5,000. The house is priced at $3.1 million. Thank you for watching, and for all your latest real estate news, be sure to follow Estate Media.